Hello everybody, welcome back to our Let's Play for Final Fantasy X, and this is it. We've reached the end of the game and we have the final boss battle up ahead, so hopefully this episode should be fairly exciting. The only downside, of course, is that our characters are extremely overpowered, so I don't expect the bosses we're about to face to provide us with too much trouble. But I'll still run through some tactics so that those of you who haven't been playing the optional part of the game, namely the monster arena, will be able to keep up with us. Hopefully anyway. After we have completed the game, the next episodes after this will be focused on the rest of the optional stuff, including the Dark Aeons, the tough bosses in the monster arena, and some of the celestial weapons that we don't yet have. So still a lot to do. But for now, our focus is... well, I'm not going to say anything and spoil it. We've worked hard up to this point. But the big battle is now ahead. And we are in a very strange area. And you can see we've got a counter down the bottom. Now what we need to do is collect 10 items. We can't move the camera, so all we can do is wait for them to spawn. And you can also see these crystals popping up. If at any point one of those should hit us, then we're going to have an enemy encounter to deal with. So there we go. Good example for you. Fortunately, they're not going to be hard for me, since all three of these characters in the party have their celestial weapons. And both Tidus and Waka have their strength at maximum. So I will be expecting high amounts of damage. Number 4. They take a few seconds to spawn, some of these items, but all you can do is be patient and wait. I'm not sure if it's possible to miss some actually, because I'm sure we didn't get number 6. I saw number 4, then we collected number 5. Maybe it's best just to stand in one place and avoid the crystals. Yeah, didn't manage it. Oh, right, I see. Oh, I've got it. No. I think if you have an enemy encounter, it takes away one of your items. You probably know by now, but the Behemoth King, if you're not capturing it, will finish off with a meteor spell. And yeah, Yuna's going to take a bit of damage from that because I haven't levelled her up as much as the other characters. Nope, we're still on 6, so killing monsters makes no difference. Where are these bloody items? There's one. I can see it. Skulking about the back here. Attribute sphere. Just wait for this to turn around. Yep, here's number 8. Oh, we avoided it. Skillfully done. Where's number 9? I wish I could turn the camera. I don't want to run down towards the screen because you can't really see the crystals, can you? You can see one forming there. Just one more to go. And we're getting these crystals everywhere at the minute. Move from that. Still, these aren't as hard to dodge as the bloody 200 lightning strikes that I still haven't done at the Thunder Plains. Kalulu Celestial Weapon. There's our final item. And we get a little cutscene as we're thrust off into the distance. And this is it now. The final boss, Fuzz. Yeah, look who it was. It's Jecht.
You're late, Oren.
I know.
Hey.
Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah. But you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then, I mean, you know. Let's end this.
Dad?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though. When it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
This'll be quick! Hit me with all you got, Dad!
Well, Tidus is right, this is going to be quick. But presuming you're not completely overpowered as I am, where's Auron's hit points gone? I'm completely confused by that. Auron has become weak, which I just don't get. Plus, why is he even in the fight? I want Waka. Right then, as I was saying, yeah, so if, presuming of course you're not overpowered, and you have come to this final boss pretty much straight after the airship storyline, then you're going to need to know some tactics. This fight will take place over 2 phases. This is the first, obviously, of those 2 phases, and you're going to want to start by casting protection spells like haste, regen, and protect, in fact, etc, etc. If you've got Riku, then mixing Mega Vitality or even Hyper Vitality is going to be somewhat useful. You really want to try and get around the 8 to 10k hit point mark if you can. This boss, who is known as Brassicas' final Aeon, it is Jekt of course, is also vulnerable to the Breaks effect. Armor Break, Power Break, Magic Break, Mental Break all work against this guy in both his forms. Spells work considerably well, especially spells such as Flare, Ultima and Holy. That's why I suggested you learn Double Cast, so that you can do even more damage. And if you've learned it, make sure you keep auto life up at all times. As for using your Aeons, don't use them in this first phase, use them in the second phase. Now, what are these 2 pillars on the side? Well, these basically do nasty stuff, as far as we're concerned, to Jekt and also to our party. You can destroy them. They have 5,000 hit points each, but after 2 or 3 rounds they will be regenerated with more health, so just bear that in mind. But other than that, you should be good to go. Let's see what Waka can do here. His first form has 60,000 hit points, and his second form has 120,000 hit points, which is quite a lot of health in all honesty, as you would expect from the final boss of the game. Okay, now that he's drawn his sword, his basic attack pattern will remain the same, not that we've seen it and we probably won't. The only thing is, once his hit points falls below 50%, he's going to start using a nasty ability called the Ultimate Jekt Shot. And this is his overdrive, which will inflict about 5,000 to 6,000 points of damage on every party member. Hence the reason why I told you to have auto life and to try and have their hit points around about the 8k mark. So 120,000 hit points should just about finish him off now with Waka. And I'm going to be quiet while we see what happens.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad. to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us!
Yes.
Here it comes!
Yuna!
Right then, so now we're going to have to battle the Aeons. And you're going to have to battle Vale 4 to Bahamut for definite. And if you've collected Anima, Yojimbo and all the major sisters, you will also have to take them out also. The good news is you cannot die at this point, it is just a stamina slog. You just have to get through all the battles. You can't die because you have a permanent casting of auto life. The only annoying thing by the looks of it is we're going to have to suffer the long animations of all these Aeons. And Yu Yevon is still alive and well. And that's why they're turning our Aeons into the Dark Aeons. But not as challenging as the normal Dark Aeons, fortunately. So I do expect a single shot will take out every single one. And if this takes a while, it's mainly because of the cutscenes in between. Just go for them in order, it makes no difference. Feels a little bit strange that I'm coming to the end of Final Fantasy X actually, because I've invested quite a bit of time in it so far. It's definitely been probably one of my, if not the largest project I've done for YouTube. And I know I haven't actually finished because we've got the Dark Aeons and that to take care of, but I don't expect them to take all that amount of time, to be honest, because the characters or the party's already overpowered. The only big challenge is going to be Penance, the biggest optional boss, because even with a fully pumped up party, he's possibly one of the hardest Final Fantasy bosses in Final Fantasy history. So I can't promise I'll take him out, but I'll certainly give it a try. I'll also be showing you some tips on how to max out the sphere grid and farm AP, which I've already done, haven't I? I think. Have I? If not, I'll do that. But anyway, we are on to our third Aeon here. Seems a shame these Aeons have been with us throughout the whole game and now we're just slaughtering them. Of course, when we go back to do all the optional stuff, we'll be loading up the save file I created just before we did all these end of story bosses. So what we're doing now really does take place at the very, very end. Shiva next, and I wonder who's going to do the honours this time. Would it be Tidus or Waka? Well, I can tell you it's going to be Waka. To be honest, I think they could all just come together at the same time. Oh no, it's not Waka. I reckon we could take care of them. Right, that's 4 down, which leaves 4 to go. Here comes Bahamut, the most powerful of the standard Aeons. By standard I mean not the secret ones, or optional ones rather. So if you didn't collect any of the optional Aeons, then this will be your final battle. Kind of weird that they turn into the Dark Aeon form. It's like we're destroying the Dark Aeons easily, isn't it? But we're not. It's just a trick of the mind. Anima next. This was Seymour's Aeon, if you remember. Here she comes, all chained up. We're about to put her out of her misery though. Right, yeah, Jimbo's next. Obviously I'm not going to wait to find out, but I wonder if he could cast his one-shot Zanmato in this form. I'm guessing it wouldn't matter because we have auto life, but when you face the Dark Aeon version of him, his Zanmato attack also disables auto life. The only way to survive it is to cast an Aeon before he does it, to take the blow. And finally we are down to the Major Sisters. I'm guessing that the majority of my viewers skipped ahead of this bit, Not that I blame them, of course. I'm guessing that Yevon is going to be a tad angry with us once we have defeated all these. And that's it. And you just know that that isn't the last fight.
Everyone? This is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Right, so up against Yevon itself, and let's be honest, it doesn't actually look all that intimidating. But once again, you still have auto life. You cannot die from this point, or from the point of the Aeons we just defeated. So we're going to kill this, and then I'll shut up for the game's conclusion and ending. Thank you everybody who's joined me for this playthrough. It's up to this point anyway, it's been great.
Don't stop.
But
It's all right. It's been long enough. This is your world now.
I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
Yuna, it's time.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams that have faded. Never forget them.
There we have it, folks, the end of the game. So thank you to everybody who's joined me for this playthrough, and hopefully some of you will stick around for the harder optional content that's to come. But regardless, for everybody who's made it to this point, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon, guys. Bye for now.